Hey guys, happy October. So today I'm kicking off the first day of October with a Halloween makeup tutorial. This is inspired by a Milk 22 face chart on Instagram. And yeah, I just feel like it's so fun and pretty and fantastical, and I just absolutely love it. So I'm going to start out by creating a white base on my face. I am using a beauty sponge that is just like a one from Target, I think, and then I am applying some of this Mehron Clown White body paint stuff on my face. And as you can see, I am just kind of roughly applying this. It doesn't have to be super thick or anything because we're going to be layering a ton of color on top of this. So after you get your base down, and I dried it a little bit down my neck too, I set it with some translucent powder from RCMA. And now I'm taking this kind of grayish taupey shade from the Kat Von D Shade and Light Eye Contour Palette. This shade is what I'm going into bronze, if you will, my face. The face chart is very white and black except for the pops of color, obviously. So basically the skin you want to make white, gray, black, kind of along that color scheme. So I'm contouring with this shade, which actually has a tiny bit of warmth to it. It's like a warm gray versus a really cool tone or neutral gray. And then I'm going to pick up this matte bright white shade in this flat little foundation brush from BH Cosmetics. And I'm just going to kind of brighten up and highlight the center of my face where that white base is. And then I'm also going to clean up that contour line. Now I'm going in with this deeper kind of chocolatey gray shade, and I'm applying this strictly at the base and back corners of my cheekbones and underneath my lip. This color is very harsh, so you want to make sure you go in and blend, blend, blend. But of course, this isn't a really wearable daily kind of look, so it can be a little bit more intense than your contour normally would be. Now I'm going in with the Morphe 35K eye palette, and I picked up this white shade that is very shimmery. It kind of looks matte, but as you can see when I'm applying it to my skin, it has a very intense kind of pearlescent sheen to it, which the face chart kind of has a sheen like that. So I applied it basically all over the center of my face, on my nose, under my cheeks, all over basically, because this kind of gives that shine to the whole look, and it kind of ties together those matte shades. It kind of makes it pop. Now I'm going in with my Maybelline Eyestudio Gel Eyeliner from I already said it, from Maybelline, and this is in the shade Blackest Black, and I'm going to go ahead and do my brows. The brows in this are drawn on, kind of like outlined, so I'm going straight in with this black eyeliner and kind of sculpting my brows, and I kind of overdrew them a little bit. I left the front top part of my brows blank. I'm going to put color there, but I'm not going to like severely and harshly draw on the brows. I'm going to kind of keep it to the outer corner where it's extended and really dark. Now I'm going in with the Morphe 35B palette, and I'm mixing those two purpley shades. The bottom shade comes off way more navy on camera than it is in real life. In real life, it's actually kind of a deep purple. So basically, I just mixed those two purple colors, and I'm just applying them to the center and the front of my brow. Basically, the brows are going to ombre from the color to black at the end. So as you can see, I'm going to go ahead and pick up some black and do that. And I did my other brow kind of like reddish pink, and I skipped that because it was the same exact process, just a different color, and I used a shade from the Morphe 35B palette as well to do that brow. And like I said, I'm following the face chart, so I'm kind of doing the colors based off that. So then I'm going to go in with my Mehron 312 Stage Line brush and that Mehron Clown White paint. I'm going to sharpen up under my brow bone and just make sure it is super defined and that the colors aren't bleeding onto the eye. Now I'm picking up this gorgeous yellow shade with my Luxie 205 brush, and I'm putting this kind of at the base of my brow bone and where my nose meets, kind of like right in that hollow area, and I'm just really going to blend this and smoke this out. Now I'm taking this red shade on that same brush and I'm placing this next to that yellow color. And once again, you really want to blend, blend, blend. This is almost like a watercolor look. So you just want to connect all your colors. And then I'm just applying a little bit of yellow kind of above and next to that. And once again, you're going to want to make sure you're blending. And I'm actually using the Anastasia Beverly Hills blending brush, the smaller side, to apply that yellow color right there. Now I'm mixing those two green shades and I am going to place those basically at the end part of my eye. I'm going to kind of extend this as well. You're wanting to kind of make this really blown out and very smoky, if you will. It's going to look kind of crazy at first, but it comes together in the end, trust me. So I'm just applying this pretty heavily right there. And then I'm going to go in and just blend all those together. You don't want to blend them so much that they become like muddy looking, but you still want them to look very seamless and just gorgeous. So now I'm going to do a kind of cut crease eye. I'm taking that gel eyeliner from Maybelline and that same BH Cosmetics brush. And I am just creating an eye shape by carving out my crease on my upper lid and then making almost like a winged eyeliner shape and connecting it. And you're going to want to kind of flick up the corner, and I'm going to end up extending that line on the corner of my eye, but as of right now I'm kind of just leaving it how it is. Now I'm taking this gorgeous blue shade and I'm going to pack that on the inner portion of my lid. We are going to ombre our eyelid from blue to purple, so I'm going to start out with this gorgeous neon blue kind of turquoisey shade, and I absolutely love it. Now I'm picking up this more periwinkle kind of darker blue shade, and I'm going to pop that on the very center of my lid. This is going to help blend the purple with the blue and make it more seamless. And then I'm taking that purple combination I used earlier and I'm just applying that to the outer corner, and I'm even going to extend that color up into like the little tail area of that eye shape I created. You just want to make sure this is super blended. So now I'm applying a little bit of purple eyeshadow right above the cut crease because that is how the face chart is. There is a little bit of a purple hue right there, and then I'm just blending it in with that yellow. Just keep on blending, guys. Just make sure you are blending and that all the colors look really washed together and gorgeous. So here I am extending that line like I mentioned earlier. This eye look actually has a bunch of lines to it, and I'm making some lines now on the inner corner. You're going to kind of want to follow the curve of your nose and kind of extend it from that cut crease around, and I ended up doing two because that is what the face chart shows. And yeah, this is going to just start kind of building up the eye look. All these lines and details is what's going to tie it all together. So then I'm applying that eyeliner to my lower lash line to blacken it and darken it up because it will help make the colors stand out. Now I'm picking up this red shade and I'm applying this along my inner tear duct and lower lash line area on my under eye area. You're going to want to kind of connect it to that blue but not blend them together. You're going to kind of just extend that red shade to the very, very inner corner, and then I just took some of this pink shade and I blended it out, and I kind of extended this color all down my cheek. If you guys know how Harley Quinn from Suicide Squad, her colors kind of run down her cheeks, and she has a really pale complexion like this. So that's kind of basically what you're wanting to do, kind of like make it sort of streaky and blown out down your cheeks. So I picked up a little bit of that blue and I put that on the outer part of my lower lash line. And then I'm going to do the same thing I did earlier with that pink. I'm going to apply that blue and kind of just extend it down my face. And I'm using a MAC 217 brush to do this. You're going to need a lot of blending brushes for this, guys. I feel like blending brushes are super, super important to this. And then I'm going to kind of extend it out towards my temples. Okay, now for the fun part. I'm taking the Mehron Crown White and just this tiny little detail brush, and I'm going to start drawing hearts. This is so adorable, and this is probably one of my absolute favorite parts of the look. You're going to basically just draw these little white hearts on this eye. I did 3 because that's what the face chart shows, but I ended up only doing 2 on the other eye because that's what the face chart shows for that eye. So basically you're just going to draw a little outline of the heart, and then I went ahead and filled it in. I feel like it's easier to start by drawing a little bit of an outline and then filling it in. And you're going to kind of want to extend the bottom portion of that heart downwards. It almost looks like a tear kind of running down, if you see what I mean. And then I outlined these in black because it is really going to make them pop, and just it'll make the hearts really stand out and look even more adorable. So now I'm taking some eyeshadow, I'm starting with the red, and I'm kind of streaking it down my cheek, kind of like a teardrop would be on your face. Basically, that's kind of what you want to do. You don't want to go overboard with it, and it shouldn't be super harsh. You kind of want to do a very light layer of the color, because you don't want it to be like lines. You want it to be kind of more like a fade, like the color is just melting down your skin. So I kind of went around the hearts, down past the hearts, above the hearts. Kind of just want to blend and play around with this. It's totally up to you. You don't even have to do this. It kind of gives a great melting effect to the colors. Really, really love for this makeup. So now I'm taking that eyeliner again, and that BH Cosmetics angled eyeliner brush, and I'm drawing another line kind of working the opposite direction of the line of my upper lash line, and I'm connecting it to my lower lash line. And I'm gonna actually end up doing 2 of these in the same direction, and that is what the face chart shows. So as you can see, I'm just gonna do 2 of those, and then I also did another one that's going the opposite direction. It kind of trails along that tier. So this is what is going to make our eye look come together. You're going to take some of the Clown White from Mehron, and you're going to start highlighting the badonkey-donk out of your face, basically. The face chart kind of shows you some guidelines, but I also went a little ham with this because I just thought it was so much fun. So basically you're going to just start drawing some white lines, some dots, some weird shapes, basically however you feel you need them. And like I said, the face chart definitely gave me a basis for how to do these, but then I added a ton more of these white little markings. This is going to make the eye look really 3D and highlighted, kind of like glossy and wet almost. This is such an important step, guys. If you kind of mess up, you can totally cover it up with this step. And I took the end of a brush to make perfect little dots, because y'all know I cannot freehand circles. So I just used that Clown White and the bottom of a brush, and I kind of just warmed it up on the back of my hand and then stuck the edge of the brush in it. And this is such a great life-saving tip if you're doing like Halloween makeup, or like you need to do dots on your face for non-Halloween makeup, I guess. And you're just going to dot it on like that, and it is so much easier than trying to draw on little circles. So then what I'm going to do is do a series of those white dots along the lash line of my eyes. And you're going to just kind of do it from the inner tear duct area along the entire eye, all the way up into that little flick. And then I'm just taking that tiny little detail precision brush and doing tiny little dots slash lines slash whatever shape I made, and kind of accentuating all those other dots and kind of just adding even more layers to this look. I absolutely love how this eye look turned out. So basically I popped on some eyelashes and some mascara, and now I am moving on to my other eye. I spread this out because it's basically the same exact process as the other eye. Same exact strategy, I just kind of changed the colors and the layout around a little differently. But you guys also probably would want to see how I did this eye. Obviously it is a tutorial, so I still included this, but I didn't feel like I needed to go through the whole details again. As you can see, I'm just kind of repeating the whole process cut crease at the flip of the brow bone being super blended, and you're going to do your eyelid the same exact way on both sides. That is basically what stays the same. And also while I'm thinking about it, if you guys are curious as to what lashes and glue and mascara I actually use these Halloween lashes that are really spiky, and they're kind of blue and black. As you can see, when I kind of transfer this out, you can see that the tips of the eyelashes are blue, and then they have some little black spikes in them. So I use those from the Halloween store. I think they were from Spirit Halloween, actually. But I got them a couple years ago. My mom actually bought those for me, and I finally found the perfect look to use them with. And then the lash glue I used was the Duo Dark Tone Lash Glue. And then the mascara I used is the L'Oreal Voluminous Carbon Black Mascara, which is one of my all-time faves. I use that in basically every video because it's just the perfect mascara for false lashes. And if you just want your eyelashes to look really dark and jet black, it's just so perfect. So I am still working on my under eye. I did a little bit different colors. I did more yellow and more red on the lower lash line. And then also I did a bigger heart. And then I'm going to do a smaller heart. Instead of doing 3 medium-sized hearts on the one eye, I just did a bigger one and a smaller one. So only 2 hearts on the other. So you just kind of want to keep repeating the process of drawing, filling in, making sure it's really opaque, and then make sure you drag down where the 2 halves of the heart meet, kind of straighten that out. And then here I am applying some eyeliner to my waterline, and there's my mother in the background looking through my makeup. I'm not sure what she was looking for actually, but there she is. And then I'm just extending those lines down, applying some mascara to prep for the falsies, and to kind of finish off that lower lash line. I also ended up applying some black eyeshadow right under my lash line, and this kind of deepened that lower lash line. And then I'm going to go ahead and do the little white lines with this brush, of course, just like I did on the other eye. And then I went in and did the big dots, and then after that I'm going to go ahead and do the little dots with that tiny little detail brush. And I feel like the varying sizes of the dots and lines really makes this look so cool, because it's kind of like an eye game. Like, it's not just one dimensional, it's got a lot of different shapes and designs to it. So there, I went ahead and popped on my eyelashes. So now to finish off the face, I'm highlighting with the MAC White Gold Pigment. This was absolutely perfect because it just gives this kind of bluish sheen to the face. So beautiful. I need to use this pigment more. It's just absolutely beautiful for highlighting if you have a white base on, and just eye looks in general. It's so gorgeous. So for the nose, I applied some yellow to the tip, and then I applied some clown white right on top of that with my finger, and I kind of just patted it in, and then I blended it in with the brush, because the nose, the very tip of the nose, is really bright and has color to it. So then I took a mix of red and purple and applied that to the underside of my nose in like a V shape. Almost kind of looks clownish like, but I wasn't really going for that, but you kind of get what I mean. And then I applied a little more clown white over top of that. So now, to finish off this look, we're going to start working on our lips. I'm going to start out by lining my lips like I did my brows with this BH Cosmetics brush and the Maybelline Eyestudio Gel Eyeliner. And I kind of slightly overdrew them, not too crazy or anything, because the lips really aren't the focal point of this look, but it's very important that you draw that dark line around them to make the lip color pop. So then I took that beautiful bright blue shade from the Morphe 35B palette, and I'm applying this to my top lip in the center portions. I kind of left the bottom like corners empty because I'm going to go ahead and put some purple in those, and this will kind of make your lips look more 3D, like ombre-ish. So as you can see, I'm just layering on some purple, and then I'm going in with the Clown White from Mehron and highlighting the Cupid's bow of my lips, and this will make them look 3D, kind of glossy and color poppy. And then I just took some black eyeshadow and put that under the very center of my lips and wiped off the blue that had transferred onto my bottom lip. And now I'm just applying some of that yellow eyeshadow with the Anastasia Beverly Hills brush. I'm just popping that all over my lip. And then I'm going to go ahead and pick up some of that red shade and do the same thing to the bottom lip as I did the top lip. I'm going to apply the darker red tone color on the outer corners of my lip, and that way they'll look really 3D and ombre. I did end up going back and redoing my lips because since I'm so smart, I rubbed the blue onto the yellow and it was a disaster, but I did the same process. I just had to redo them. And so now I'm just going in and highlighting with that white shade again. And for some reason I like drew a smiley face at first and then I fixed it. But don't draw a smiley face, kind of just do some lines. And yeah guys, that's it for this tutorial. Thank you so much for watching. I love you. Thank you. Bye.